quiet edge of morning, where the fields breathe out a silver haze. I sense the nearness of your presence, resting softly on my wandering ways. A peace that settles deeper than the dawn. There are places in my tired memory where the shadows held their heavy claim. Yet even there your mercy found me, touching fear and calling me by name. And every weary step grew light again. Near to your heart I find the strength my soul has missed. Near to your heart the restless thoughts grow still like this. Near to your heart the broken years learn how to mend. Near to your heart I learn your goodness has no end. As the day unfolds its quiet stories, I recall the roads you've carried through. Nothing hidden, nothing wasted. Every moment held inside your truth. My refuge and the keeper of my days. Near to your heart I find the strength my soul has missed. Near to your heart the restless thoughts grow still like this. Near to your heart the broken years learn how to mend. Near to your heart I learn your goodness has no end. Through the narrow pass of early daybreak, where the shadows lean across the stone, I walk the road your refuge offered, on a path I never walk alone. Your presence lays a calm along the ridge, past the old split rail and fading fences, where the wind unravels distant sound. I hear the echo of your promise, settle quiet on this sacred ground. A whisper strong enough to steady fear. You are the refuge road I follow when the night grows long. You are the steady hand that guides me when my strength is gone. You are the quiet shield that meets me where the doubts begin. And in the shelter of your nearness I find peace again. By the time the hills are draped in amber and the last light softens on the trees, I can trace the ways you've held my journey, turning questions into gentle peace. Your faithfulness becomes my resting place. You are the refuge road I follow when the night grows long. You are the steady hand that guides me when my strength is gone. You are the quiet shield that meets me where the doubts begin. And in the shelter of your nearness I find peace again. Across the quiet sweep of early hillside, where the dew still clings to folded leaves, I feel the pulse of steady comfort rising softly in the breath I breathe. Your nearness lays its courage in my chest. Down where the worn-out paths are bending, past the weathered posts along the road, I sense the strength I thought had left me, gathered gently where your mercies flow. A tenderness that steadies wandering thoughts. Your nearness is the strength I could not hold alone. Your nearness lifts the weight that pressed against my bones. Your nearness fills the silence where my fears had grown. Your nearness is the calm that tells me I am home. Late in the day when colors soften and the ridges fade to muted gray, I recall the days your presence carried, what my trembling heart could not convey. And in that quiet love I find my rest again. Your nearness is the strength I could not hold alone. Your nearness lifts the weight that pressed against my bones. Your nearness fills the silence where my fears had grown. Your nearness is the calm that tells me I am home. Beyond the ridge where twilight settles and the last warm trace of sunlight falls, I walk the line between my questions and the quiet place where mercy calls. There peace begins its slow familiar rise, down where the cedar branches gather, casting shapes that move along the ground. I feel a steadying reassurance, like a whispered truth without a sound, a calm that drifts into my restless thoughts. There is a calm beyond the shadows where my worries fade, a calm that meets the trembling places where my fears were made, a calm that lays its gentle hand upon the vows I prayed, a calm that tells my weary heart it will not be afraid. Later the hillside turns to silver as the night air hums a quiet tune, and in the dark your nearness lingers, soft as starlight folded in the dune, a presence holding fast the things I hold. There is a calm beyond the shadows where my worries fade, a calm that meets the trembling places where my fears were made, a calm that lays its gentle hand upon the vows I prayed, a calm that tells my weary heart it will not be afraid. At the corner of the old dirt crossroads, where the fences lean and voices fade, I can feel a simple kind of stillness settling over every doubt I've made. And in that quiet, I remember I'm known. Past the weathered boards of wooden porches, where the rocking chairs have sung their years, I recall the nights you heard me whisper all the fragile, hidden, aching fears, yet every trembling word was held by you. This is the place where all my wandering roads grow mild, where every heavy question softens just a while. Here in the nearness of the one who keeps me strong, here in your presence I have found where I belong. When the evening paints the fields in amber, and the crickets start their solemn choir, I can see the thread of grace you woven through the loss, the waiting and desire. And all my restless heart learns how to rest. This is the place where all my wandering roads grow mild, where every heavy question softens just a while. Here in the nearness of the one who keeps me strong. Here in your presence I have found where I belong. Here in the nearness of the one who keeps me strong. Here in your presence I have found where I belong. Along the pale blue hush of early morning, where the fields are wrapped in drifting haze, I trace the path your kindness opens through the scattered weight of yesterday, and find a gentle strength I'd overlooked. By the quiet bend beside the river, where the reeds lean close to catch the breeze, I sense the pull of steady leading in the spaces where my fears once seized, a guidance soft enough to calm my pulse. You lead me through the quiet places where I used to hide, through every restless tangled thought that pulled me to the side. You shape a peace along the steps that once felt undefined, and in your gentle leading I find rest within my mind. When the low sun brushes through the tree line, painting gold along the dusty air, I remember how your presence lingered in the moments I believed you weren't there, yet still you shaped the journey into grace. You lead me through the quiet places where I used to hide, through every restless tangled thought that pulled me to the side. You shape a peace along the steps that once felt undefined, and in your gentle leading I find rest within my mind. Across the long slope of the fading hillside, where the last red light begins to fall, I feel the touch of steady mercy reaching softly through it all, a quiet proof that I am not alone. Down the winding road of older memories, where the echoes lean against the past, I hear the subtle sound of comfort moving through the doubts I held so fast, a tenderness I never learned to name. Mercy on my steps when I am slow to find my way. Mercy through the thoughts that try to pull my heart astray. Mercy in the places where my fears have held their claim. Mercy in the gentle hand that calls me by my name. When the evening leans into the valley and the sky grows deep with coming night, I recall the ways your love surrounded every burden hidden out of sight, and all the weight I carried lost its hold. Mercy on my steps when I am slow to find my way. Mercy through the thoughts that try to pull my heart astray. Mercy in the places where my fears have held their claim. Mercy in the gentle hand that calls me by my name. Beyond the quiet bend of early sunrise, where the air hangs cool across the land, I sense the firmness of your promise settling gently like a guiding hand. A truth that holds where all my fears once lived, past the mile-long stretch of weathered fences, where the dust lifts lightly from the road. I hear the echo of assurance filling places where my doubts had grown. A steady calm that meets me where I am. Your promise holds the weight I cannot carry on my own. Your promise builds a quiet strength where trembling once had grown. Your promise writes a peace across the sorrows I have known. Your promise keeps me steady when the winds begin to blow. Later the sunlight moves along the grasses, drawing lines of gold across the field. I remember all the ways you kept me, every burden softened, slowly healed, a faithfulness that lingers through the years. Your promise holds the weight I cannot carry on my own. Your promise builds a quiet strength where trembling once had grown. Your promise writes a peace across the sorrows I have known. Your promise keeps me steady when the winds begin to blow. At the far edge of the quiet meadow, where the tall grass leans into the breeze, I feel the trace of patient mercy folding gently through the memories, a quiet strength I never meant to lose. Down the path where wooden gates are aging and the sunlight filters thin and low, I sense the touch of steady kindness reaching places only you could know, a warmth that settles deeper than the dusk. Your grace becomes the calm that anchors all my wandering fear. Your grace restores the broken spaces I have carried here. Your grace rewrites the heavy stories time had made severe. Your grace holds me still and tells my trembling heart near. Later the sky grows soft with fading color, and the ridges blur in muted light. I recall the many roads of hurting you transformed into a gentle night, where every fragment found a resting place. Your grace becomes the calm that anchors all my wandering fear. Your grace restores the broken spaces I have carried here. Your grace rewrites the heavy stories time had made severe. Your grace holds me still and tells my trembling heart draw near. Where the long day folds into the valley and the colors dim along the ridge, I feel a slow unwinding calmness drifting lightly over every bridge, a peace that settles deeper than the dusk. Past the quiet bend beside the willows, where the river hums its evening tune, I sense the nearness of your kindness wrapping softly like a gentle moon, a stillness forming where my worries lay. Your peace surrounds the weary spaces where my fears have grown. Your peace restores the fragile corners only you have known. Your peace becomes the resting place my heart has long been shown. Your peace remains around me when I cannot stand alone. Later the stars arrive in tender silence, spreading silver on the open land. I recall the nights you held my sorrow in a way no other ever can. And through that mercy all my striving ceased. Your peace surrounds the weary spaces where my fears have grown. Your peace restores the fragile corners only you have known. Your peace becomes the resting place my heart has long been shown. Your peace remains around me when I cannot stand alone. Along the quiet edge of morning, where the fields breathe out a silver haze, I sense the nearness of your presence, resting softly on my wandering ways. A peace that settles deeper than the dawn. There are places in my tired memory where the shadows held their heavy claim. Yet even there your mercy found me, touching fear and calling me by name. And every weary step grew light again. Near to your heart I find the strength my soul has missed. Near to your heart the restless thoughts grow still like this. Near to your heart the broken years learn how to mend. Near to your heart I learn your goodness has no end. As the day unfolds its quiet stories, I recall the roads you've carried through. Nothing hidden, nothing wasted, every moment held inside your truth. My refuge and the keeper of my days. Near to your heart I find the strength my soul has missed. Near to your heart the restless thoughts grow still like this. Near to your heart the broken years learn how to mend. Near to your heart I learn your goodness has no end. Near Near to your heart I find the strength my soul has missed. Near to your heart the restless thoughts grow still like this. Near to your heart the broken years learn how to mend. Near to your heart I learn your goodness has no end. Through the narrow paths of early daybreak, where the shadows lean across the stone, I walk the road your refuge offered, on a path I never walk alone. Your presence lays a calm along the ridge, past the old split rail and fading fences, where the wind unravels distant sound. I hear the echo of your promise, settle quiet on this sacred ground, a whisper strong enough to steady fear. You are the refuge road I follow when the night grows long. You are the steady hand that guides me when my strength is gone. You are the quiet shield that meets me where the doubts begin. And in the shelter of your nearness, I find peace again. By the time the hills are draped in amber and the last light softens on the trees, I can trace the ways you've held my journey, turning questions into gentle peace. Your faithfulness becomes my resting place. You are the refuge road I follow when the night grows long. You are the steady hand that guides me when my strength is gone. You are the quiet shield that meets me where the doubts begin. And in the shelter of your nearness, I find peace again. Across the quiet sweep of early hillside, where the dew still clings to folded leaves, I feel the pulse of steady comfort rising softly in the breath I breathe. Your nearness lays its courage in my chest, down where the worn-out paths are bending, past the weathered posts along the road. I sense the strength I thought had left me. Gather gently where your mercies flow, a tenderness that steadies wandering thoughts. Your nearness is the strength I could not hold alone. Your nearness lifts the weight that pressed against my bones. Your nearness fills the silence where my fears had grown. Your nearness is a calm that tells me I'm home. Late in the day when colors soften and the ridges fade to muted gray, I recall the days your presence carried, what my trembling heart could not convey. And in that quiet love I find my rest again. Your nearness is a strength I could not hold alone. Your nearness lifts the weight that pressed against my bones. Your nearness fills the silence where my fears had grown. Your nearness is the calm that tells me I'm home. Beyond the ridge where twilight settles and the last warm trace of sunlight falls, I walk the line between my questions and the quiet place where mercy calls. There peace begins its slow, familiar rise. Down where the cedar branches gather, casting shapes that move along the ground, I feel a steadying reassurance, like a whispered truth without a sound, a calm that drifts into my restless thoughts. There is a calm beyond the shadows where my worries fade, a calm that meets the trembling places where my fears were made, a calm that lays its gentle hand upon the vows I've prayed, a calm that tells my weary heart it will not be afraid. Later the hillside turns to silver as the night air hums a quiet tune, and in the dark your nearness lingers, soft as starlight folded in the dune, a presence holding fast miss the things I hold. There is a calm beyond the shadows where my worries fade, a calm that meets the trembling places where my fears remain, a calm that lays its gentle hand upon the vows I pray, a calm that tells my weary heart it will not be afraid. At the corner of the old dirt crossroads, where the fences lean and voices fade, I can feel a simple kind of stillness settling over every doubt I've made. And in that quiet I remember I am known, past the weathered boards of wooden porches, where the rocking chairs have sung their years. I recall the night you heard me whisper all the fragile, hidden, aching fears, yet every trembling word was held by you. This is the place where all my wandering roads grow mild, where every heavy question softens just a while, here in the nearness of the one who keeps me strong. Here in your presence I have found where I belong. When the evening paints the fields in amber and the crickets start their solemn choir, I can see the thread of grace you woven through the loss, the waiting and desire, and all my restless heart learns how to rest. This is the place where all my wandering roads grow mild, where every heavy question softens just a while, here in the nearness of the one who keeps me strong. Here in your presence I have found where I belong. The pale blue hush of early morning, where the fields are wrapped in drifting haze, I trace the path your kindness opens, through the scattered weight of yesterday, and find a gentle strength I'd overlooked. By the quiet bend beside the river, where the reeds lean close to catch the breeze, I sense the pull of steady leading in the spaces where my fears once ceased, a guidance soft enough to calm my pulse. You lead me through the quiet places where I used to hide, through every restless tangled thought that pulled me to the side. You shape a peace along the steps that once felt undefined, and in your gentle leading I find rest within my mind. When the low sun brushes through the tree line, painting gold along the dusty air, I remember how your presence lingered in the moments I believed you weren't there. Yet still you shaped the journey into grace. You lead me through the quiet places where I used to hide, through every restless tangled thought that pulled me to the side. You shape a peace along the steps that once felt undefined, and in your gentle leading I find rest within my mind. Across the long slope of the fading hillside, where the last red light begins to fall, I feel the touch of steady mercy reaching softly through it all, a quiet proof that I am not alone. Down the winding road of older memories, where the echoes lean against the past, I hear the subtle sound of comfort moving through the doubts I held so fast, a tenderness I never learned to name. Mercy on my steps when I am slow to find my way, mercy through the thoughts that try to pull my heart astray, mercy in the places where my fears have held their claim, mercy in the gentle hand that calls me by my name. And the sky grows deep with coming night, I recall the ways your love surrounded, every burden hidden out of sight, and when all the weight I carried lost its hold. Mercy on my steps when I am slow to find my way. Mercy through the thoughts that try to pull my heart astray. Mercy in the places where my fears have held their claim. Mercy in the gentle hand that calls me by my name. Beyond the quiet bend of early sunrise, where the air hangs cool across the land, I sense the firmness of your promise settling gently like a guiding hand. A truth that holds where all my fears once lived, past the mile-long stretch of weathered fences, where the dust lifts lightly from the road. I hear the echo of assurance filling places where my doubts had grown. A steady calm that meets me where I am. Your promise holds a weight I cannot carry on my own. Your promise builds a quiet strength where trembling once had grown. Your promise writes a peace across the sorrows I have known. Your promise keeps me steady when the winds begin to blow. Later the sunlight moves along the grasses, drawing lines of gold across the field. I remember all the ways you kept me, every burden softened, slowly healed. A faithfulness that lingers through the years. Your promise holds a weight I cannot carry on my own. Your promise builds a quiet strength where trembling once had grown. Your promise writes a peace across the sorrows I have known. Your promise keeps me steady when the winds begin to blow. Your promise keeps me steady when the winds begin to blow. At the far edge of the quiet meadow, where the tall grass leans into the breeze, I feel the trace of patient mercy folding gently through the memories. A quiet strength I never meant to lose. down the path where wooden gates are raging, and the sunlight filters thin and low. I sense the touch of steady kindness, reaching places only you could know. A warmth that settles deeper than the dusk. Your grace becomes the calm that anchors all my wandering fear. Your grace restores the broken spaces I have carried here. Your grace rewrites the heavy stories time had made severe. Your grace holds me still and tells my trembling heart, draw near. Later the sky grows soft with fading color, and the ridges blur in muted light. I recall the many roads of hurting you transformed into a gentle night, where every fragment found a resting place. Your grace becomes the calm that anchors all my wandering fear. Your grace restores the broken spaces I have carried here. Your grace rewrites the heavy stories time had made severe. Your grace holds me still and tells my trembling heart, draw near. Where the long day folds into the valley, and the colors dim along the ridge, I feel a slow unwinding calmness, drifting lightly over every bridge, a peace that settles deeper than the dusk. Past the quiet bend beside the willows, where the river hums its evening tune, I sense the nearness of your kindness, wrapping softly like a gentle moon, a stillness forming where my worries lay. Your peace surrounds the weary spaces where my fears have grown. Your peace restores the fragile corners only you have known. Your peace becomes the resting place my heart has long been shown. Your peace remains around me when I cannot stand alone. Later the stars arrive in tender silence, spreading silver on the open land. I recall the nights you held my sorrow in a way no other ever can, and through that mercy all my striving ceased. Your peace surrounds the weary spaces where my fears have grown. peace restores the fragile corners only you have known. Your peace becomes the resting place my heart has long been shown. Your peace remains around me when I cannot stand alone.